Okay, so we're gonna be making the overnight culture of XL1 cells. So we have our sterilized 2IT medium, and it's 50 milliliters, and we have a plate of XL1 cells. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take an inoculating loop, and we're going to swab out some of the XL1 cells and add it to the broth. So you just swoop like that. Sure to mix it up good. And this will sit overnight in the incubator shaker. A sufficient amount of time has passed. You'll see that your solution has become very murky, and that's a good sign. That means there's a lot of bacteria. Alright, so this is the second step of growing our bacteria. We have our overnight bacteria culture, and we have a fresh sterilized flask of 2IT growth medium. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half a milliliter of our overnight and add it to the new 2IT. Now I'm going to take 50 microliters of tetracycline, our first antibiotic. Add that to the solution. We can hold on to our overnight for other samples if necessary, but for now we don't need it anymore. And we will let this inoculate for 3 to 6 hours, and then we're waiting for it to reach log phase. We took our optical density and it was at 0.49, which is really good. We wanted it to be between 0.45 and 0.50. So now we're going to go ahead and inoculate with the second half of our phage. A pro tip for catching it at the correct optical density is basically live by this machine. You want to be able to take samples like every 30 minutes, and then it'll get down to every few minutes, because once it hits the logarithmic phase, the bacteria will grow exponentially. Alright, so now that we have a good optical density, we're going to add KO7 and let it sit for an hour. After letting this sit for an hour, we're going to add a milliliter of this sample into each of these 62.5 milliliter samples of 2IT medium that is sterilized. And then after that, we're going to add carbapenicillin and kanamycin, 2 antibiotics, and then we will let this run overnight.